I wonder where he's at. You in the bathroom? He disappeared. Well, he'll pop up eventually. Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening, or good day. Good day, mate. Anyways, how's everybody doing on this glorious Wednesday? Right? Yeah, okay. Just finished up this Camaro, updated it with a new radio using the iData kit. Nothing too exciting there to talk about. It's Camaro, you know, a little nostalgia. This is 2015 though, so anyways, what's going on? Today was a fun day. Today was a Mini Cooper. If you ever get the opportunity to work on a Mini Cooper, don't. It's the easiest way to say that. American Base in the house. What's up? It is Wednesday. I know, right? What happened there? He's dropping the sub. Yeah, snake in the drain. Hey. What's happening, everyone? Having a problem with my Access DSP, new Accord. Getting a lot of breakup. Should I get a Matrix, or is it because the amp? Would it be built into the... So the D5-1300 has the... Well, actually, all of them have the Matrix built into it. So, I don't really think... So when it comes to... I've never used the Access DSP as a DSP. All right. So problem number one would probably lie there, and that I'm not using that. So question is, should I get the D instead of the LC? Probably yes. That would probably be the way to go. As far as output voltage from that thing goes, we've never had an issue with output voltage. So if you can use that as just a preamp into something better, that would probably solve your issues. I'm almost positive it would. I won't resubscribe till you get a Ferrari in. Sorry. So the problem with the Ferrari, we've worked on them before. I've worked on a ton of them in the past. But here's the problem with all those exotic sports cars is this ramp right here. Okay? If you'll notice, yeah, okay, so a Ferrari can't clear the ramp. All right? So it's not even close. And that's the problem with like some of those exotic sports cars is they can't clear the ramp. Something like this, no problem. Some of the cars slam to the ground, you'll see us working outside, and that's why we can't get the car in over this, because it is, you know, here's a curb here. Apparently we have a plant growing, but it's not, I wanted it to go out another 2 feet, but they wouldn't do that, the landlord, when they did this. Originally it stopped right about here, which was impossible. You couldn't get any cars into this at all. So like the first 2 months I was here, I had to work outside the whole time, unless we had a pickup truck. So exotic sports cars, even the Corvette, when we get the Corvette in, if it's got one of the front splitters on it, we have to pull the splitter off of the car so that we can get it in. So yeah, Mini Cooper is like a BMW inside. Yeah, that's not the problem. It's just getting the radio out. It's like you got to pull the armrest to get the radio out, and in half the dash, and it's just really dumb design. Love the fat clock. Thank you. I've worked on a Cooper, never again. I know, like the first time I did one, Paul didn't realize how long they were going to take, and he booked it at like 5 o'clock. So we were here till like 8 or 9 o'clock that night. And then the kit was broken, which was wonderful, you know, because it was like, oh, wonderful. So I put my mini radio on the Mini Cooper. Need help. Dean, thanks for the Macintosh amp video. Brought me back right to 1994 when I had my MC440M and the MX401 DAC, 4 Orion 8s. Yeah, that was a good time, man. That was a good time. 440s. Yeah, the 440M would have been the 6-channel meters. That was the last of their amplifiers I had in the big series. After that, I switched out to their smaller, I think it was like an MC423, MC425, which was their smaller 2-channel versions that they came out with, because I scaled down my system a lot when I went into my Mitsubishi Eclipse. and you know, and I just hit them against the back wall, so you didn't even know they were in there, because that was pretty cool. Out of Control has joined. They're in the house. They teased me the other day with those matrices. Is there any specific information to put a JVC KW 1000 watt in? I've heard people say it's hard to put in. So you're talking about the floating screen? Okay, here's the deal. We have 3 videos that detail everything from start to finish. Unboxing the radio, all the features it has, all the way to putting it in a car. So every single thing that you could possibly imagine, we cover in that video. So just check out the video. It's not that difficult. I mean, if you've put a radio in before, this adds a few more steps, but if you watch the video, I'm sure you'll feel confident enough in order to put it in on your own. American base, made in China, and owned by an Indian individual. So, I mean, what does it matter? It's actually Bob. Bob is the owner. Bob Ahuja, the owner of 5 Star, is Paul Ahuja. Strange coincidence? I wonder. They're brothers. You know, most of you guys don't know that. Took your advice. Took your advice, passed on ILX, and picked up the Kenwood Exelon. Good move. Not that there's anything wrong with the ILX W650. Actually, that's what we put in the Mini Cooper. I just think you'll have a better experience the other way. Did he disconnect the ANCs? And the Honda Accord. I think when you do the premium sound system with the premium sound system in the Honda Accord, when you do the Metra piece, I don't think you have to worry about disconnecting the ANC, because the ANC feeds into the amplifier. I don't think it feeds into the radio on that one. So it bypasses that entirely. But I think when we did it just because it's a force of habit, but it's easy enough to get to the ANC and a Honda. It's right above the glove box, so you can just reach in and plug it out. I think we talk about it every time. Was going to buy a Cooper, but got a Mazda 3 instead. I need a T-harness, can't find it. You probably won't be able to find one. However, you can go to metraonline.com, and Metra is going to probably make, there again, I don't know, I'm not looking at the computer, but they make 2 harnesses. They make what's called a 70 harness and a 71 harness. The 71 harness is what plugs into the back of the radio and generally comes fully populated. The 70 harness is what would plug into the factory harness, and those are typically not totally populated. Worst case scenario, you buy 2 70s and 1 71. That'll give you the ability to make a fully functional T-harness if you can't find one someplace else. Hey man, what's going on?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Oh, you know.
You disappeared. I thought you were in the bathroom.
No, I went over there to see if they're gonna pick it up tonight.
The Camaro?
Uh-huh.
I just literally called him and he said they were gonna pick it up tomorrow.
I know.
They changed their mind?
No.
And that confusion, my friends, is what I have to deal with daily. Okay. Rainy and 77 degrees in Houston. Oh, you poor soul. Are there any 4K head units? Nope, not yet. Jacksonville, Florida in the house. Do you ever use an iPad as a head unit? No. Where are you going? You forgot your mask?
Huh?
You forgot your mask?
No.
What are you doing?
Feel like it's done.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me get the front door. Hold on. Okay. Never mind. Trying to be helpful. Hey, what do you think of the DD 3500 series? I'm not familiar with it. Never seen it. All right. I have a 4-channel powering door speakers. Can I use my head unit channels to power a center channel? No, not really. No. Remember, when you use, first off, you'd have no way to, it would just be more sound in the car. If that's all you're looking for, I mean, sure, you could just power it up, but I mean, you're not gonna have any, it's not like you have Dolby Digital built into your head unit, so you're not gonna get a true center channel, and you're gonna have to use the left or the right because you can't mix mono a radio amplifier where you take like left positive, right negative, and make a mono signal out of it. The IC power chips aren't made to do that. The other thing too, anytime you decide to use the radio's deck power, it's going to distort a lot quicker than the preamp section. So you end up having to go into your level control and turning it down a lot. Otherwise, you have to turn up the gain on the amplifier so that, let's say a radio has a volume band up to 40. So we'll say 38 is awesome, unless you have a Kenwood, in which 40 would go all the way up to 40. All right, so we'll just pretend it's a Kenwood. You have a volume band that goes all the way up to 40. So you're gonna set your gains on your amplifier, undistorted, all the way up to 40. When you use your deck power, that factory amplifier in that radio is gonna distort, let's say somewhere around 28, 30. Okay, so now if you set your gains for 40 and have them down nice and low so that you don't get any noise or floor noise or any of that stuff, now you're gonna have to go back and you're gonna have to readjust your gains for 30, which means you have to turn your gains up more, which means you're gonna introduce noise. Plus, if somebody gets in your car and they start just jacking up your volume control, they don't understand your gain structure, a lot of things can happen. And remember, that non-distorted output, it sounds like crap on that deck power going to whatever speakers you're playing them at. Now you can go into the volume control for the individual channels and you can turn those channels down so that you can keep the max volume at 40, which I guess would be an okay way to do it. But you're not, I mean, at that point, they're not really putting out a lot of sound because remember, it's a 15 watt amp. And when you run it in parallel with a 70, 80 watt amp or a 100 watt amp, you're talking about 8 times the amount of power. What are you gonna get out of them? Nothing. Do you fix power windows? No. All right. Does it make a difference for tweeter placement, dash versus sail panel? Depends. Like if the sail panel and the dash are like 2 inches apart from one another, probably not. But if they're farther, then yeah, it would definitely make a difference. Good place to find a diagram for OE amps, DSP, need pin outs for HS can on 2009 Fusion to tap for Zen A to B. I believe in the Zen A to B instructions, don't they give you the colors of the wire? The colors of the wire, the harness might be different, but the color of the wires are the same. So, I mean, at least they've always been when we've checked them. Even on the 2021, they're the same color wiring. So, all right. What's the most expensive car you can recall working on, Dean? Oh, where you were nervous. I mean, I had the first Bentley you work on, you're not like really thrilled about. Those kind of sucked. A couple Lambos where, you know, you got to get in really weird positions to work on them. And then they're sitting there looking at the carbon fiber and how expensive that is. So that's usually no fun. But you know, that was when I was younger and like that stuff really kind of impressed me. Now it doesn't. Hey from Brazil. Hey, oh, there's Nando, right? Yeah, he's just walking around doing all kinds of stuff. Let's get some questions for him. Do Coaxial Auditor Coaxial speakers have good mid-bass? I gotta be honest with you, that is the one speaker we really don't do anything with is the Auditor, so I wouldn't know how to answer that question. Any ported downfiring sub boxes you can recommend? I mean, really, you can take any ported wedge style box and turn it upside down and make a downfiring enclosure out of it. But skinny, no, I don't know any off the top of my head. What size fuse should I use for a 2300 watts of power? Okay, Fernando, when you have an amplifier and you need to know what size fuse, what do you do?
Go to the website and find out, and then...
Yeah, what is that for? Is that just... Oh, that was the other charger, the light we lost.
So, yeah.
All right, never mind. That's really bummer. Yeah, go to the website, figure out. Honestly, that's all we do, see what they recommend, because not all amplifiers are created equal, and if it's a 2300 watt amp, it might not actually be a 2300 watt amp. It could be less or more. So you want to see what the manufacturer recommends. He lost today. No, he's right there. He's right there. He's trying to get some of the nonsense done. I was thinking for fill, but wanted to hear your opinion. Yeah, it's not really going to fill anything, that center channel option. If you want to do a center channel and you want it to be upmixed and you want to have fun with it along that, the cheapest way to do that and actually experience the center channel would be what, Fernando?
What?
To experience the center channel.
With a speaker in the center.
DSP Mini. He looks DSP Mini.
Oh, okay.
He's not listening to me,
Yeah.
so he's not paying attention at all. Okay. I'm looking to upgrade in my 2021 Honda Accord Hybrid. Will the Audio Frogs have enough bass to run without a sub?
What happened?
Oh, I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? He's got a 2021. Who cares? He's got a car. He just doesn't want to put a subwoofer in it. Are your mid-bass going to have enough bass for you?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
So he wasn't even paying attention
No.
to the answer to that question. The problem is they're mid-bass. They're not subwoofers. They don't put out a ton of bass. Now, you might feel that, like, I don't need a ton of bass in your car or my car. But the reality is it's just not a full and complete sound.
Right.
You need that extra, you need something, because they're not designed to play down to 20 hertz. They will give you a frequency response, but they're not designed to play down to 20 hertz, 30 hertz, stuff like that. They want to be crossed over higher, put out mid-bass. So you're going to need a sub of some kind. Doesn't have to be much. It's just got to be something that can pick up those lower frequencies that's going to do.
Yeah.
Is an audio control L4800 too much for Hertz energy components and a single sub in a double cab Tacoma? Or would you do the 4.300 bridged with the 1.300 to the sub? Dude, pay attention. Come on, man. Listen. So sad. No, do the 4.800. You're fine. That's not too much power. It'll run it just fine. You'll be okay. So look at this guy.
Oh, we have Coaxial stuff.
Yeah. Those are parts.
Yep.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
You good? You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
USBs.
You just like in clean mode right now?
Well, now you have time.
I never have time. Yeah, I just didn't want to go up there because I didn't want to have to move all that crap out of the way.
No. Oh wow, this is cool.
I was gonna say that's kind of why I wasn't really hurrying to move it, because there's a radio there that you're smashing.
Yeah, you got it?
Oh, yep.
I got it.
No, let it go. I got it. I don't need you falling off the shelf. Yes, we have plenty of USBs.
Seriously?
Yeah. They'll fit. Just stuff them in there.
Well, here.
I don't know. Oh, this is a card reader. You need a card reader? This is the old card reader.
See, like.
Do you need one of those? What do you mean you don't need that?
No, we had thousands.
Totally need those, bro. I just threw a ton of those away.
Exactly.
I mean, the reality is we don't need any of it. So,
Exactly.
I mean, we don't need to clean it today. Just put the other stuff in there and call it a day.
Well, see, you're never gonna get rid of this.
See, it's all these. It's all these little iData things. Do you need a card reader? I don't even know why that's in there. Okay, hold on. Let's see what's going on. Sorry, guys. What's up, Fernando?
What's
Victor
up,
says hi.
guys?
How do you feel about Brevard plug-and-play speakers for the BMW X5? Fernando,
Yes.
how do you feel about those?
About BMW what?
X5, Brevard Audio. Or
Oh, hey, man.
Bav Sound, or whatever the heck it is. How do you feel about those?
I mean, if it's not in the budget to go Coaxial, so ground zeros and everything, I mean, yeah, it's fine.
Have you ever used them before?
Yes, I did. We
What-
put it in the Mercedes.
No, we put them in a 5 Series BMW convertible.
That was a Mercedes.
No, that was a BMW.
Okay, that was a BMW.
It was a BMW convertible.
There you go. Yes, and they sound fine.
They did sound fine,
Yeah.
and they fit really well.
Yeah.
Phoenix Gold TI2 components. Okay. Dean, can you use the Toyota Amp Pro for 2009 Lexus GS 350? The Amp Pro is compatible for every other Lexus in the model year, so I figured probably the answer to that is going to be no. Two reasons why it may be no. One is they've actually never tested it.
Yeah.
So if they've never tested it, they won't. So you can call PAC and ask them that. Or the other option is that it actually uses the different data bus and that it will not function because it's not the same thing. So some of those cars use MOS 50, some of those cars don't. So the ones that don't, you can obviously use an Amp Pro for. The ones that do, they don't work out. Is it bad if your mid starts to smell? I mean, yeah, it's not great. That means that you're doing bad things to it and you're heating it up a lot, which the mid shouldn't do that. You're not doing any permanent damage, hopefully, but definitely you want to turn it down because you're heating up the parts well beyond their recommended use. You're basically starting to cook the voice coil. In my car right now, want to change out to something insane loud and clear. 2020 Honda Civic. Do not want time alignment and want to go full active. Check out the SPL show, the Hertz SPL show speakers. If you have it in the budget, because they're expensive, but they're freaking beautiful speakers. See, look, he settled. He just put them in there. Haha. Yep, I knew you would. Check those out. Really nice. Or, for that matter, just go with some Focal K2s. But if you just want like insanely loud, those are more USBs. Why don't you put them in this box right here?
If we need to cut it, we don't have to go. We just keep.
Oh, okay. So we're just gonna keep a few down.
Yep.
Okay. Just checking. Yeah. I know. All right. Yes, budget. We did a Subaru XTI that we did a full SCAR audio system in, where we used the DSR1 as our DSP in that and went with their loud stuff. And actually, when we were done and tuned and everything, sounded phenomenal. I mean, it was really nice. The customer was super happy. He went with all their SK series amplifiers, right? Is it the SK series, the bigger ones?
Yes.
Yeah, so we went all SK series. Sounded great. Fernando was freaked out because we weren't really thrilled about doing it. And then when we got done, I stone faced him. I was like, dude, you got to hear this. Ugh. So he got in the car and he was just like, what? This thing sounds awesome. That's just a backup camera. That's the one from Haley's car. So, sorry, I'm making sure he doesn't fall. I'm doing the, it's not even funny. I'm running Tempo Ultra's passive. Tweeters and mids are popping opposite. Is that okay? Tempo Ultras. Do we remember if the Tempo Ultras pop?
No, they pop it exactly straight. Like they not out of phase of the tweeter.
Okay, so you probably have the tweeters backwards.
Yeah.
According to Fernando, they don't pop backwards. So OSHA approved. Always OSHA approved. Yeah. On Ram 1500 with Alpine system. There was a question there, I'm guessing. Oh, okay. So you're running the Tempo Ultras and the Ram. Probably the Ram is backwards. So I would flip the tweeters. I would definitely flip the tweeters. You may or may not notice a difference. It'll be in the crossover. It'll be in the transition between the tweeter and the mid-range. So it might sound a little better. All right, hold on. What do we got here? Don't know. Money, no issue. Yes, budget. Money is always an issue. But like I said, check out the SPO shows. I think I was running too low of frequency with too many watts. Thanks again. Okay, no problem. No problem. Well, you know what? It's that time again.
Yes.
And I'm just kind of watching him run around like a goofball, trying to pick stuff up is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
That made all the difference.
Well, I mean, yeah, why not? Tomorrow we're gonna use it again.
I was gonna say, tomorrow I'll be like, oh, I gotta plug this back in.
Yes. Not that bad.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. All right, 2020 Ram. All right, Ram, no Alpine. Want fronts and rears. $600 is the budget. All right, $600 is the budget. Front and rears. I would look into maybe getting two sets of the Kenwood Exelon. With the 6x9s and the 3.5s.
Yeah.
Just use. You don't need the 6x9. Don't buy the coaxials. Let's just say that. Buy 2 of the 3.5, 6x9s with the 3.5s. That's going to be under your budget. If you want to go over your budget, the Tempo Ultras are hard to get in there. I don't even think those would fit. Have we got those in? I don't think we've ever got those in there. Those are really hard. So maybe check out like the you could do the X-type 6x9s from Alpine, because then you could get into the components up front, coaxial in the rear. That would be nice with some power.
Yeah.
You could also do the Coaxial integration series, which would be a little bit more budget friendly. Probably get you into that 600. They make a 6x9 inch component and a 6x9 inch coaxial. What's wrong with the coaxial in the rear? No, you could totally. The problem with the coaxial in the rear with the Kenwoods is it's a much bigger speaker, and honestly, the non-coaxial sounds better. You get more bass out of the non-coaxial. It's a different design speaker, and it just sounds 100% better in those back doors than that coaxial 6x9 that they make in the Exelon line. So that's it. All right, guys, listen, we're gonna let you guys go because we want to go home and enjoy the rest of our night. Thanks so much for tuning in and playing along. Thanks, Fernando, for picking up the store and not paying any attention to anything that was going on.
Just like always, guys.
Just like always.
Just like always.
All right, you guys have a great night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay.
Whatever. Doing like a 3D statue. You blinked. It's over.
That doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Fernando.
Yes, sir.
Can you guess what car we're working on?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Jeep.
Hey, it's Flynn Auto Sounds. What's going on, man? Make sure you guys follow them here on Instagram. Do a lot of cool videos. He's got a lot of cool stuff. Does a lot of work. Hey, and it's Johnny Brolin. We're going to see him in Dallas.
Man.
I always say it, man.
Dude, seriously.
I know. I suck.
Yes.
Either way, haha, you guys are frozen. No, he's into Frozen. You're an Elsa or Anna guy?
I'm more like an Olaf.
You're more like an Olaf. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, big surprise. We're working on a Jeep. This is actually Jeep number 2 for the day, which, yeah, but.
Why not?
That's not why we're here. We're not why we're here.
Florida life, baby.
Florida life for sure. Florida life for sure. So check it out.
Yes.
How many times have you guys ordered something and been like, how long is this gonna take? Oh, 6 months, 7 months,
hang on,
8
because
months?
normally when you order something, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be like a
2 days? Oh my God,
2
I gotta
days,
wait
3
2
days.
days?
The
Oh,
maximum is probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
we ordered something last year that they said it's gonna take 6 months, and we're like, yeah, whatever, who cares? Let's order it. And yeah, then you
Take
just
7.
it took 7, but
It's COVID.
COVID for sure.
That's right.
But then you just forgot all about it. Like you're like, I don't even remember. Yes, we have the steak knife. Do you have the steak knife?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't worry. It'll come first circle here. But yes, we have the steak knife. So anyways, we ordered something and then we forgot about it. Sometime in December, we were like, I wonder how that's doing. I'm like, I don't know. And then we started doing the days of Christmas, and then we forgot about it. And then like a month ago, a friend of mine called me and was like, hey, did you guys ever get this in? And we're like, oh, man, we totally forgot about that. I was like, huh, how many months has it been? Because they said 6. I was like, all right, we're on track. We're on track.
Yeah, why not?
So then I got a phone call from Sue the other day, and she goes, hey, this big box just showed up at the house. Is this that thing you ordered like a long time ago? And I was like, yeah, because she told me where it was from, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's definitely it. I sleep on the couch to get it installed for me, because you can't sleep on the couch because that's where I sleep. Anyways, so this big box here finally showed up, and we've been chomping at the bit all day to open this. Honestly, I don't know anything about the Stetson stuff. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
So?
Imagine if you wait 7 months for some Valentina. Nana would die. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He was out of it for like 3 days, and I had to go to Publix and pick some up because I was like, he kept forgetting to get it. And I was like, dude. He's over there like,
yeah, you know.
I don't like socks. I don't have any Valentina sauce. Anyways, so what we got here is a big ass box that has been just,
Yes.
So we got the knife. We got the Steve Mead official knife right there. Ooh, thank you for sending that to us. Not Steve, the gentleman that sent it to us. I mean, we all thank Steve because, I mean, why not?
They made it.
And
send it. Yeah.
So the question is, total, what's in the box? I know, and it's just, I think it's double boxed though. So let's at least get through the first part of the box and see what we have. You guys are gonna be. This is something for you guys. Like, you guys are gonna be more excited about this than I think we are.
You guys.
This is totally for you guys. No. Okay, it's for you guys' benefit.
Exactly. Okay.
For you guys' benefit. Okay, yeah.
You say it was for me, man. Why you don't send it to me?
Oh, you want the step stool?
No.
You sure?
I'm not sure.
So you're having a hard time. I didn't say you were.
I'm not sure.
I didn't say you were.
Tall.
The box. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, it's double. Oh no, is it just? Oh wow. All right. So what do you got there? Hold on. Let me go down just a little bit so you can kind of see what we have.
Got some bricks. Ooh.
Oh, all right. So it isn't double boxed. All right. So Fernando's gonna get out some of this foam here. Steps it took. Camera equipment is not camera equipment. I can tell you, it is double boxed. I can tell you right now, you guys will never be able to guess this, but please, by all means, take a guess in the comments. Try to figure out. You got it?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the bottom.
So you didn't get to see how I got this here this morning.
I can imagine.
I had, top down.
Yeah.
This was totally Tony Stark in the back seat.
Yeah.
The box was just sticking up. I couldn't see out of the rearview mirror. Put it on the floor so Fernando can see it. Oh yeah, so there we go. So you guys got it. It's not an amplifier. I know.
Oh, hang on. Keep guessing.
I'm gonna say, keep guessing. Gotta keep guessing.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Don't cut the bag.
It is?
Yes, definitely don't cut the bag.
What is it?
They're not guessing, man. They're not guessing. No, they should be guessing.
I gotta open it, so guess.
Yeah, because he's going to take his sweet-ass time. I'm not going to lie.
Why not? I have all day.
Paint. It's not paint. Alpine 6x9, Alpine R-Type 6x9 compared to the Coaxial integrated components. Very similar. I'm still probably going to go with the Coaxial. Big bottle of...
What is it?
Big bottle of Tampion. I don't know. Hold on. Can Fernando fit inside?
Yes, I can.
I mean, probably. He could definitely have fun in the box. Ooh, I think somebody's right.
Oh.
I think somebody guessed it.
Ooh, really?
It is not a new laser. It is not a battery. Is it? Can you see it from there?
No, I cannot see it. What is it?
He guessed it. Somebody got it right. Oh yeah, so somebody totally got it right. Now they're picking up on it. It's not a subwoofer. Just got my first three-way component set in the mail today, installing this afternoon. Congratulations. New clock so Nando can hurry.
What are you talking about? All right, ready?
Is it warm weather from Iowa?
It's a beautiful piece of foam.
Something to fabricate? Nope.
That's a water system.
The suspense. You're killing them, Fernando.
Woo!
Two guys got it right. Big ass date and DSP. But no, but you still have till tonight to get your, if you want to win one of those, you still have till tonight to win the date and DSP over on the Hi-Fi Vega things. Ooh, what could that be? Oh, look at that. Dude, look at all the bolts on the bottom of this thing. Hold on. Keep it up. Look at all these. Like, look at that. That's crazy. We should probably cut it while we have it like this.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because I don't think we're going to need that. For 2019 Toyota non-JBL, putting in a 4-channel amp, do I need 2 key locks if I want fader and balance? Yes, that would be spectacular. That would be the right way to do it.
So?
If you're looking to time alignment and do all that fun stuff. If you're not worried about the rear time alignment, then you're okay.
What do you guys say?
We had 2 guys get it right.
Oh, that's it, huh?
See, no, there's another one got it right.
Okay.
Yep, they're starting to figure it out now. Yeah, yeah.
Too late, guys.
Yep, there it is. So, yes, if anybody ever wants to get one of these, it takes every part of 6 months to get one of these in stock. But that's it. So, we got the amp dyno and all its little pieces and parts and
look at this. Look at this.
Have you done a 1996 Montero? Probably. Where's a good place to buy a DSR1 reasonably cheap? I gotta be honest with you right now. Good luck, because they're on serious back order. So more YouTube content. Exactly. Another toy. Yep. So here you go. We ordered one of these back in September, and then honestly forgot all about it because we knew it was gonna take forever to get in.
Yep.
But yep. So we got instructions.
Cables.
We gotta get the power supplies now because I forgot to order them because this was taking. Hitting, is it common for Paul to give me a quote, but no install date? I'm either. It is common because he does try to figure out when he can do it. So if he gave you the quote, you can always call back and find out, and or he will definitely get back with you. But if you didn't give him a confirmation for yes or an amount of money as a deposit, if you gave him a deposit, he's definitely going to call you back. It's just a matter of getting to that point when he has time to do it. Why don't you take the foam out of the bottom?
Because it's just comfortable.
Oh, you want it to be comfy? All right, so there you go. For those of you asking, could Fernando fit in the box? Fernando could fit in the box. Man, I want a DMRTA Pro kit, and I thought that was money. Dyno is next. I honestly, for most people, they don't need this. They need the regular dyno. Do you have one, or am I the only one with a dyno? The regular dyno. I think I have the dyno. Yeah, I didn't get you a dyno. So like, this will do 99% of what that big guy will do there. The expense in the big guy is it's like has all the load resistors built into it. Obviously, it's a specific device. But yeah, most people don't need what this has to offer. So it's definitely, you know, an oddity for sure. Can we get Nano in the box now? Okay, so you saw that. So 1 key lock would work, no fader. Yes, you could use 1 key lock, no fader. Keep in mind that the rears are going to be EQ'd and all pass, but they're rears, so you don't necessarily need to run the rears. You don't need to go crazy with the rears if you don't want to. That. Obviously, if you had 2, that would be wonderful. But it's a rear. It's just an effects channel.
Yeah.
I think you're okay. I mean, it would work. Hello. What's up, Bobby? So here it is. There's the new toy. So obviously don't expect content with it like tomorrow or anything. We just got it in. We got to figure out how to work it. Plus we got to order in the power supplies to power it up, or to power up the equipment. We have 2, but we're gonna need substantially more than that. So we can test some small stuff right now, nothing big. Where are you gonna put it? Okay, so that's the other problem. See, we just buy stuff and don't necessarily have any place to put it. Like the laser sat on the floor for 2 months, 3 months before we figured out what we were gonna do with that.
Yeah, 3 or 4 monds. Yeah.
Because we just didn't know where we were gonna put it, and like we thought we could put it somewhere, and then we figured out you really can't do that with a laser.
So next year, it's gonna be
I have some ideas.
Yeah.
I have some ideas. So I want to wait until we get the power supplies and all that in stock and figure out how much how much room the whole system is going to take up. Plus, we just ordered a radio for it, so we're gonna get a nice Kenwood radio to power it up with. Kenwood or JVC, whichever one,
We can switch
or both.
between.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but we have that. You need a small switch rack for that. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. A friend of mine does that like stuff, and we're talking to him about some kind of rack. But there again, we got to get the power supplies in and see how that works. Put it in the lab. We don't need to put it in his car. That would be ridiculous. But yeah, we're super excited to get in. Like I said, we've been waiting for this thing for a while, and it's so nice. Can't wait to see that brand. I know. And you know, the thing is like what Derek and Vega do are not going to be what we do. So like we're not doing stuff to compete with them. You know, we have a totally different line of products that we're going to do with this. So
yeah, the purpose of this is just different.
Yeah.
You know? Like kind of the same. We're gonna test some amplifiers and everything, but it's not
anything that
not
they would be
even,
testing.
No.
Because I don't think we need to test, you know, those.
No. They already have that, so
Yeah, we didn't bring it in to go to cross the streams.
We're gonna turn left.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
so.
plus, let's be honest, it's just cool.
Oh, turn right, whatever it takes.
What's going to be the first amp?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it'll probably be a home amp.
Yep, exactly.
We have another company that we work with, and they have some home amps that we need to test.
That they like to. Yeah.
That probably won't even be a video. It's more or less just we have to they want to just test and see what they do.
Purposes, that's it.
For some of their clients. So what's probably going to happen is we're going to break it in and figure it all out using that stuff first, because for the home amps we don't need power supplies. So, you know, exactly. So we'll probably kick some of those out. Obviously, you know, if we think about it, we'll show you what we're doing just to give you an idea. But the home amps are going to be first for that particular vendor, and then that'll slowly but surely trickle into some of the other stuff. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
Ground Zero, 6-channel?
No, that will not. That won't get time to get tested on this. I mean, it may at some point, but right off the bat, no. We've already started filming that, and so. Plus, we need a way bigger power supply than we have. Pro tech tip of the day. Have we done anything that? Yeah. I think we've done the clean your car thing. I don't even know if I have a pro tech tip of the day. Be patient. I think be patient. That's your pro tech tip of the day. I feel like a lot of people are always in a hurry to get stuff done, and one of the things that I've learned over the years is that when you rush and go fast, that's when you mess stuff up. Being patient, being methodical, taking your time, paying attention to what is happening in the moment now is probably one of the best things as a young installer you need to learn. That's not to say go slow. That's just saying to be patient in the process of how things are supposed to be done, and realize that every single thing you do has a time to it and a process that needs to be followed, or you're going to screw something up and end up taking a longer amount of time. There's plenty of times where we'll skip a step because we're in kind of a hurry, and what happens? We skip that step. Right, well, we're pulling the dash back apart because we skipped that step and we didn't properly do it, so we end up spending more time. Whereas if we were patient and just followed the process of whatever it is we're doing, you will save time and you will be perfectly.
Sometimes you wanna like, oh no, you know what? I'm gonna skip this, and probably it's gonna be faster. And sometimes it doesn't work.
No.
You know, sometimes it works. It's good. You know, good. Trying new things and trying new ways to do stuff is always good. But you know, just take your time and pay attention of what you're doing.
Live in the moment.
And this is the final thoughts.
That applies to many things in life. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. The Zen 9. I think I want to leave the Zen 9 as a virgin. I don't think I ever want to power that thing up. I think whoever gets that, they're just going to get it. Maybe we'll...
Never power out.
Yeah, I think
never see it live.
I want to have maybe Jeff Smith autograph the back, then we'll autograph the back, and then it'll just be something that someone can be like, whoa, what is the word patience? Never heard of it. Oh, no, trust me, you ain't the only one. But to get an amp dyno, you better be patient as hell.
We find
and you have to pay for it up front. So be prepared to spend that money and be like, We'll see you in a couple months. Couple few would be 6.
Hey, but baby's here.
Baby's here.
7 months old.
Thank you, Tony and Steve.
Thank you, Tony and Steve. Yeah,
making
totally,
really
man.
cool products and whatnot. And yeah, we're excited to play with it. I can't wait to turn it on and just see what it does. But here's the thing: it's got an instruction manual.
What is that?
It's something that needs to be read. So we're gonna read that, figure it all out. I have played with one before. Kicker gave me the opportunity to have a lot of fun with theirs. So. Yep, we'll get the JVC or Kenwood radio in, whichever comes, and then we'll have a lot of fun with it.
We're gonna have a lot.
Anything available to add subs to the new Lincoln with the 8 system corral? Ooh, probably not on the Lincoln. The Lincoln has gotten no love so far, but if anyone makes anything for it, it's going to be Nav TV, which I don't think they do yet, because we had to look for a previous Lincoln and they didn't have anything either, because I don't think they're using the same, or they just haven't tested them. But I'd give Nav TV a call and see what they say. It might be A to B, and if it is, well, there you go. Pretty straightforward there. What you need to install a subwoofer in a 2018 Durango SRT with beat system. You just need a high-level to low-level adapter of merit. So I would look at either an LC2i or a... Actually, you know what? If it's 2018, you could do an Amp Pro.
Yeah, the
Sub Pro.
Yeah.
You do a Sub Pro. My bad.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Brand new product.
No
Forgot
high
all
level.
about it.
No high level.
No high level. You don't need to do a high level. You can just... If you can find one, get a Sub Pro, or you can do the, which you probably won't be able to because
I mean, if
they're
you
hard.
can find the Sub Pro, it's fine. If not, you can do
You
the
can use the Amp
Pro and just wait and do the rest later.
Yeah. I mean, you could. Okay, there's no. You could still do an LC2i if you wanted, and you could also do a key lock. But if you just want it to be super easy, not have to worry about fixing bass roll off, not have to worry about DEQing it, not have to worry about any of that, get the Sub Pro. Pack unit for the Durango, exactly. Okay, thanks guys. Stuff from Los Angeles. Call Steve Mead. No. That's cool. If watching it, trying to blow up Kicker Amp. Yes, we desperately tried to blow up the Kicker Amp. The nice thing about their power supplies that they have is, for one, they had a ton of power, but two, they had a voltage regulator on it that they built so that we could turn the voltage down to 9 volts. That's one of the things I was more interested in doing, because like when an amplifier manufacturer says an amplifier will do 1500 watts and it's something like a Kicker or a Rockford or you know, like a brand name like that, you're pretty sure it's going to do that amount of power. But I want to know, like, it says it'll work at 10 volts. Perfect. I want to play it at 10 volts and see what it does, because in a lot of cases your car ain't seeing that your car ain't putting out the power that thing needs, and I would like to know what it does at 10 volts. Does it put out how much power? You know, if anything, we all learn that, you know, hey, we need more power, or we need smaller amplifiers. You know, more efficient speakers, stuff like that. You know, we want to test some of the smaller amplifiers. You know, like you know, we've dyno tested this before, which is the AACMs. You know, they're only supposed, you know, they put out, I don't know, a couple more watts than they were supposed to, but you know.
This one?
Oh, PDX-V9. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we
They
definitely
don't
want
make it anymore.
No, I want to definitely do the PDX-V9.
Totally.
Yeah. That was one that we were, so fun fact, years and years and years ago, back when both our channel and Derek's channel were small, I was trying to come together to do a collaborative video, and one of the amplifiers we want to do was a PDX-V9. And I had pitched something that was, anytime I pitch something, it just goes off the rails. It immediately goes off the rails. And my idea was to start a video here, and then I go to Fernando, well, I know where there's an amp dyno, and we drive up to his house many hours away. We're gonna rent a car and drive up there, because flying at the time just seemed like really expensive. Amp dyno it and then drive back, so make like a weekend out of it. And then he was like, well, my garage really isn't set up for that, and which I was relieved with, because the more we thought about it, and Fernando was like, dude, you're nuts. And I was like, yeah, but it would have been really cool.
Like, oh, no, we're gonna do this.
This is gonna be fun. And luckily that idea didn't work out. So
Yeah.
What's a good budget-friendly 6-channel DSP? Well, obviously the DSR one.
Ground Zero makes a 6-channel DSP. So
Yeah, the mini.
Check that out.
6 to 8 mini.
Audio Control made the 6 to 8.
I mean, I guess it just depends on what you consider. you know, budget friendly.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
my budget is totally different.
Audio Dynamics has their DSP that's pretty reasonable too, which I bought on sale for cheap. I mean, it was cheap. I haven't had a chance to do anything with it yet, but it was extremely reasonable. And we've done the Audio Dynamics DSP and other people's cars. They brought us theirs and they worked fine. $350. That actually opens you up to a lot of DSPs. I don't know what the tweak is. The tweak is
like $350, $400. You're gonna get in good DSP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, 270 is the DSR1, which is.
I think the 608 is a little bit more than $350.
I think the 608 takes you into the $400 or $500 range.
Yes.
Because that $500 range really pretty much encompasses almost everything.
I don't know
at
how
that
much
point.
is the Ground Zero. Check it out.
That's going to be in that price range, I think. Yeah.
Maybe.
What's happening with the red Jeep High 10 215s, Rockford Fosgate amps? None of the above. It's just getting a basic radio and 6 new speakers. It's nothing spectacular going on there. However, speaking of spectacular, for those of you guys that don't know, tomorrow. What's today? Today's Thursday. Sorry. Saturday. Jeff Smith will be on the YouTube show. There is a link here. There's a picture. Okay, and then there's also one over on YouTube. If you have a comment, DSP EQ question, not a comment, question for Jeff, make sure you leave it in one of those spots. Those are going to be the questions we're taking. So while we're live, chances are good we're not going to be able to take your question. That's why I want you guys, if you have questions for tuning, stuff like that, I don't know, maybe ask him what his favorite DSP is. Think of a question, put it in either here on Instagram, next to that picture, and or on YouTube next to the picture. Leave the comment there, and I'm going to go through all those. I'll pick the best ones, or what I feel are the best ones, because right now there's actually some really good questions there that I'm like, oh, I like that question. So, and I'm going to put them in a list, and we're just going to have him just hammer out as many of those questions as we can. So I think the Ground Zero is $399.
There you go. The Helix, the Helix Mini, it's an amazing.
That's $500 though. That's $499.
No. But like somebody asked, what do you think?
Oh,
it's
dude, yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, and it's with the Mini, if you want to do a center channel, it is going to be the first one that has their upmixed center channel output. So it's like the cheapest DSP that you can get your hands on to do an upmixed center channel right now.
Yeah.
So. What's up, Mr. Berg?
Fosgate just raised all their prices. Now, yeah, keep in mind.
We've been reporting about for weeks.
The companies are gonna raise some prices.
Everyone's raising their prices.
Hey.
And honestly, they're raising a price on a product that if you can find, you know, Moscone Aerospace 8 to 12, that won't be in that price range. That's a little bit out of that price range, just a tad. But that is a badass DSP for sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
depends on your budget.
Listen, it seems okay. So here's the deal: you have everything below $300. Then you have everything below on or around $500, and then there are a couple that are in that $700-800 price range, and then it's $1,000 or above.
Yeah.
That's just how these things are. And when you go to the $1,000 or above, like the 8 to 12 Aerospace or the Audison.
Yeah.
You and everyone else, the Helix makes one, the Ultra and whatnot. You get into a different animal that does a lot of things that you have input DSPs, you have output DSPs, you have de-equalization, you have global equalization. You know, a lot of these are more than one processor built into it that it's no longer just a box to do things.
Yep.
They're made for the 10% of the people that want to take advantage of that. And the rest, a lot of the other DSPs, they're made for, the average user that just wants to make things sound good and have fun with them. Audio Systems. What's up, Anthony?
What's up?
Or Junior, depending on who's controlling the Instagram feed. I haven't seen videos for them lately. Have I been missing something?
I think,
I feel like he took a break.
No. I think they locked their Instagram for some reason, and they came back again. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Because I was thinking about that the other day. I haven't seen a good Anthony video in a while. Maybe I gotta look. Would you say more it costs, better it is?
the more the cost.
The more it costs, the better it is one one of those weird phrases in life that isn't always true. However, the more it costs, the more features you have is, I think, something that pretty much holds true in car audio and electronics. There are some expensive things that suck. I feel there's always going to be that. But when you look at a processor, and you're looking at like a brand processor, not some obscure thing. So like when you look at, what is the Audison thing called? The
Virtuoso?
The Virtuoso. When you look at the Virtuoso, or you look at the Aerospace, or you look at the Helix, these are three really big companies that kind of put their tent stake in the ground and said, we're a DSP company. Oh yeah, we have amplifiers and speakers, but we're a DSP company. And you're gonna pay for what it is we make because we put a ton of research into this.
Yeah.
And so, yes, you definitely, the more money you spend, the better product you get in that regards. And I feel that's the same way when you look at like a receiver, like when you look at a radio. Mm-hmm. Yes, we can all buy the $249 radio that has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and that's all you're buying. That's it. That's the feature you get. And then you ask questions like, can I change the wallpaper? No. Can I change the color? No. Can I make it sound good? No. Why does it sound bad? Because it was cheap. And then you're like, well, you know, when I look at this radio X, it has these features, and I look at this radio Y, and they have these same exact features, but it's $200 more. Why? Because of what is inside of it. The stuff that they forget to mention because they don't see value in saying, well, this one has a dual-core processor, or this one runs off of this operating system, or this one has audio-grade components, or this one is just built better. The Japanese companies in that regard have a really hard time putting value in some of the things that they need to put value in. And most companies do. It's not just Japanese companies. A lot of companies have a hard time talking about value. But the companies that do talk about value, those are the ones who are like, this is $1,000 and here's why it's $1,000. And you're like, oh, damn. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna use all that. Yeah. Should I buy it even though I'm not gonna use it? Well, you're never gonna know if you're gonna use it until you buy it and find out and go, I didn't even know what that was, but I want one of those. So, and that has been Dean's rant for the day. I guess I saved, I don't have to do it tonight on the Hi-Fi show. That's a lot of foam. What are we gonna do with that? Oh, I know what we're gonna do with that.
What?
You're gonna take that home.
Oh, I still have some pieces, man.
Junior Sebastian is doing karate right now.
Yeah.
So, I know what he's gonna be doing this weekend. What are you?
Well, we're gonna put it back.
No, we're gonna leave it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't need to put it back. We'll just leave it out. Because if we put it back, we'll never unbox it again. If we leave it out, we'll figure it out.
All right, cool.
So we'll just leave it out. It'll say here. We'll be good. All right, guys. Hey, listen. Thanks so much for tuning in today. This has been 5 Minutes of 5 Star. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. And I will see you guys tonight, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on the Hi-Fi Vega Network.
Yeah.
We should just call it that from now on. We'll be doing what we do, reverse polarity as we like to call it. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, make sure you do it. It's a lot of fun. It's car audio, it's movies, it's Laffy Taffy. You can't beat it. Have a nice night. We'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Woo. Everybody got scared, right? Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
Not much is going on with you.
You know.
Nothing?
Nothing. Working in a 4. Same thing.
You know, Bobby always says pro tip of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Pro tip of the day. Know the year, make, and model of the car.
I mean, that's not...
That's a pro tip right there because the difference between... The difference between getting it done and going, we got the wrong part.
So that means that amplifier cannot fit under the seat, really? Sure that we can fit it under the seat.
That's not an amplifier.
Dude, we can put this amplifier in there.
It's not an amplifier.
We can put this amplifier in there.
There again. Not an amplifier.
I just got my tools, man.
Yes, you definitely got your tools.
Oh, man. New drill.
New drill.
Saw.
So.
Hammer to put a radio.
I totally need a hammer. Is that a chainsaw?
That's a chainsaw, yeah.
Oh,
to cut the harness and everything.
Cut the dash?
Yeah,
cut the dash. Yeah,
hey,
that's totally
safety
it.
first.
Safety first.
You know?
Dude, it looks like he's going to jump on a pool. Like, where did they find that kid? Like, jeez. I don't even think... Like, I think it's fake. I think it's a fake picture.
I don't know.
Nando needs a set of Vibrams. Nando does not need a set. He likes Skechers, bro. He's a Skechers guy. Dean coughing because of the CCA dust. Oh yeah, dude. Did you watch the Toyota? Remember the?
Yeah.
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 Anyway, I mean, you lived it, so what's the point of watching it?
I don't want to watch it again.
Do you have any videos doing the 2021 GMC 1500 truck with Bose? No, we don't. I can tell you we do not there. It's a fake kit, I think. It's totally a fake kit for some fake tools. Anyways, wrong year, bad dash kit, wrong. So had an 04 dash kit for an 03 car, not gonna work. So bummer there. Anyways, couple things that we need to just, whoa, hey, it didn't drop, got it.
Sound.
Couple things we need to talk about real quick. Tomorrow is Jeff Smith Day because Fernando's not going to be here. So if you haven't gotten your questions in, it is a Mercury Sable.
Yeah, still 4.
Yeah, with air conditioning. So expensive dash kit to screw up. Anyways, Jeff Smith Day is tomorrow. If you haven't got your questions in, you can find the question here or the picture here to write the questions beneath on Instagram, as well as you can find them in the community page of YouTube under the 5-star Car Stereo page. So if you have a question, by all means, please ask. If it's great, I will ask him. Otherwise, just sit back, relax, enjoy, and watch the show, and hopefully learn a bunch of neat stuff. So it ought to be fun.
Thank you, Elias.
Oh, is Elias here?
You're doing an amazing job.
I'm trying. Make sure you guys check out the news this morning.
Yeah.
Or that we did this morning. Check that out. Tuesday, Kicker does this little thing called Kicker Unmasked. I don't know if any of you have heard of it. Have you heard of it?
What?
Kicker Unmasked?
No.
You've never heard of it?
No.
It's this show they do.
Really?
I believe they do it on YouTube and Facebook. Anyways, yeah, I know it's weird. This guy High Five Vega, he's on it all the time. It seems like. I think he's
Really?
I think he's the partner for Kip.
Oh.
But they're doing a tour.
Okay.
Of the facility, which is weird because I think we did a tour of the facility once too.
Well, you did it.
I think I shot a documentary of the facility one time. It was yeah. Anyway, it's like 2 years ago.
I take that day off, so that's
You did
why.
take that day off. Anyways, Tuesday nights they do this unmasked thing, and this Tuesday night they're gonna have the trifecta of Doom on.
Did we have to wear masks? No.
No, we're in our privacy of our own home, but they're gonna have the trifecta of Doom on. They're gonna have this High Five Vega guy. This other dude that goes by the name of Big D Wiz, Williston Auto Labs. I don't know. And then they're gonna have this. Then they're gonna have me.
You? Why?
Yeah.
Why you?
I don't know. I've been there a couple times, but so it's gonna be 4 people, but we're gonna call it the trifecta of Doom. We're gonna be on there. We're gonna be sharing.
What are you guys gonna talk about?
I think we're gonna part 2 of the video. So they're gonna take us now if you caught part 1, we got just to the good stuff. And then, like, they ran out of time.
You know what would be cool? If you guys talk about what was you, for example,
favorite part?
Your favorite part. Like, what was your favorite part?
The part I couldn't film.
High Five Vega, favorite part. And,
the stuff they're like, yeah, don't film that. Just move on. Yeah. Chris did that to me once when we filmed the audio control thing.
Of course. It's like,
he goes, don't film. I'm like, it's not live. You could just say, don't film this or edit that out. I mean, I'm like... So that's Tuesday night.
Okay.
So that's Tuesday night.
What time?
It is...
Oh, you're lacking, dude.
Well, it's like 7:30 there. I think it's 8 o'clock our time. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, it's like 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm sure somebody in here knows. But, yeah, part 2. And then... All right, so there's one more
So
thing.
it's going to be on YouTube and it's linked to the Facebook.
YouTube favorite. Oh, awesome. And then the third thing, this next week is like Celebrity Week. Well, I'm saying these next couple days.
They're going to bring J-Lo?
Well, I mean, Jeff will be here Saturday. So
okay, that's equal.
That's Jeff Lowe.
Equal, yeah.
Jeff Lowe, J-Lo. I mean, other than the purse. Both sexy. So, big sexies. Anyways, then Thursday, this guy High Five Vega that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Apparently, he and I do a show. We do we do this Thursday night show. And yesterday, which was Thursday, I know, right? We had a show that we did, and we gave away a Dayton DSP. which was cool. Went to a fine gentleman
One of the
who's
best ones.
expecting a baby soon, so he'll be able to finish his awesome deal.
Wow.
But then we're gonna have this other guy on. We're gonna have a guest.
Okay, some more guests.
And I know Hi-Fi was probably like, don't tell anybody.
Do you know the COVID's happening right now? Why do you have so many guests?
Well, okay, so this gets even better. So we're gonna have this guy named Mark. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this guy. This guy's name's Mark.
Mark.
He has this small YouTube channel where he like shows people how to like
What's the name
make
of
stuff.
the channel?
It's like car audio fabricator, something like that.
He fabricates something?
Maybe fabricates.
Really?
And you know where this gets even more weird? You know where this gets even more weird? That same Hi-Fi Vega guy and that Big D Wiz guy that I'm gonna do that Tuesday show with.
Yeah.
Apparently Wednesday, they do a show together too, and they're gonna have this sound band guy on.
You guys should get like a sponsorship for like a TV show or something.
I don't know, but it's like this week is like next week, starting Saturday. It's like freaking lots of stuff.
So you guys gonna talk about fabrication?
We're not gonna talk about fabrication. He's
Why
coming
not?
on the show. No.
No fabrication.
No, we're gonna talk about like he's got a kid. He's got Thursday
So
night
you
show
guys gonna talk
is
about personal life?
for Thursday night shows. We'll probably talk about Netflix to be honest with you, because
Okay, so talk about movies.
Talk about movies. Talk about favorite foods, potato chips.
I like that.
Stuff like
Favorite
that.
restaurant?
Ooh,
Yeah.
no, maybe favorite type of food.
Oh, me.
They got different
Whatever.
restaurants up where he's at.
Okay.
You know, we could
Food,
have him tell
movies.
Marty stories.
Yeah.
Marty Dean stories, Mr. Aussie Iron.
All right,
I haven't
so
talked to him in a while. I wonder how he's doing.
food, movies.
Food and movies. There you go, Mr. Hi-Fi Vega, right there. That guy. That guy.
That guy right there.
That guy. Yeah,
That
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he's big head. Can't miss it.
Ah.
It's like his head with little tiny kicker speakers behind it.
Okay, so
Sounds like Car Audio Family sitcom needs its own network. That would be interesting.
yeah.
That would be interesting. I put a key
Global
lock.
network.
Yeah, I put a key lock with Memphis speakers and amps. Sounded horrible, but I put the all JBL Stadium stuff. It sounded great. No weird sounds. Well, that's good. That's good. 5% car audio, 95% life. Yeah.
I think that's the opposite.
Well, I mean, reality is yes, it's 95% car audio. 5% life is how
Yes.
we live it.
Exactly.
But on that show, we like to do it the other way.
Okay.
Because like I've said before,
Lies.
by Thursday night
Lies.
we've all talked enough. Plus,
Yeah.
you know, then you go into Saturday with, you know, if you didn't get your question answered, then you got all Saturday. So, anyways, next week, or actually I should say, starting Saturday,
Yeah.
it's an action-packed extravaganza of guest hosts and special guests, and
So it's gonna be a lot of talk.
it's gonna be a lot of talk. Like this show is a lot of talk.
Like somebody's gonna talk from here. I think.
Amp Dyno. Woo! Read the instructions today. Now I gotta go home and burn the. We got a radio coming. I don't know what it is because I talked to Kenwood today. Kenwood/JVC, JVC Kenwood Corp, and they're sending us something. And they're just said, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna surprise you. And I go, okay.
I like surprises.
Because he just kept asking me questions. I'm like, I just, and they're like, forget it.
I like surprises.
We're just sending you something.
It's not my birthday. But I like surprises.
I'll be there in May for an install from Arizona. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I have a mid RCA output on my head unit. Can I connect this to my sub amp? You have a mid RCA output? Well, if it's a mid, that means it's a mid range. So you're going to be limited by your frequency response. So you can connect any RCA to any amplifier. You can do anything you want. The problem is the signal that feeds the amplifier that it's going to has to be there. So if, you know, one of the things that people tend to forget when, let's say, you're putting in a high level to low level adapter,
Yeah.
which is why we test those things,
Yeah.
is that you could tap into a speaker, but if it's not creating sub sound or sub frequencies,
Yep.
then you're not going to get any bass. So the reality is, yes, you can connect it, but only if the frequencies that the subwoofer needs in order to go boomy boom boom are there.
Boomy boom boom.
Boomy boom boom.
I like that song.
Yeah, I know, right? Hi from New York.
What's up?
It's Saturday night. Oh, that's tomorrow.
No.
Why do you think the 2017 Tacoma non-JBL was stock rated? What do you think? I don't think much of Toyota radios. Never have. I like taking them out. That's what I think. Oh snap! The Amp Dyno. I know, right? We
Where
turned
is
it
it?
on.
Where is it?
Right there.
Where?
Sitting right there.
That's what it is?
That's what it is.
Hmm.
We got a power supply there. We got two more over there, but anyways, we're working on it. Do you guys use the Rockwell jigsaw table often? So for those of you guys who don't know what the Rockwell is, that's this upside down jigsaw sitting right here. Actually, I used it today. It's kind of funny.
Really?
Yeah, when I was making the fuse holder for the Lightning. I was using it today. What are your thoughts on that?
On what?
On the Rockwell? Do you use it?
I like it.
Do you use it
I
often?
don't use it that often. No.
But I mean, when you have to, will you grab the jigsaw or you go to the Rockwell?
Oh, man, it depends. Like, nah.
See, I don't like using the jigsaw because I like my finger. But I mean, I don't like using either one of them.
Right.
You know, I think, like, if I'm doing a panel, like a big panel, I'll just grab the jigsaw to finish off the corners.
Yes.
But like today, doing the small thing, I just went to the Rockwell.
I believe it depends on the job. You know, some jobs they require to use that, and we love to use that, and sometimes you have to use the jigsaw.
Really, what happens is like that table has changed drastically over the last couple of years, depending on like the tools that we have. And if we don't use them, we rotate them out for a tool we think we're going to use. So it started originally. The Rockwell has been there since day one. Then we had a couple different tabletop belt sanders. We had like a Ryobi, which I immediately got rid of. Then we had the big Porter cable, which is at my house right now. There's always been a chop saw there. There's been a drill press.
Yeah.
What else has been there? There was a bandsaw there for a little bit. And so basically what happens is we never use it, then we just get rid of it. So like the drill press we never used, so we got rid of that. The bandsaw we never used.
And now we probably have to.
Cause I want a drum sander. If I got a drill press though, I would get a, what's that?
I just want a drum set.
Okay, makes sense. If I got a drill press, so I just get a floor standing drill press, cause we could just put it over there.
Yeah. Totally.
But I don't know what we'd use it for, so that's why I haven't got it yet. But, you know. Looks like a space saver compared to a bandsaw. And that's kind of why the bandsaw went away, because like it does a lot of the same things that the bandsaw does. The newer version of the Rockwell is way better. So the problem with this one, this is a first gen. The problem with this one is this right here. This gets in the way of everything, so you kind of got to, and the new one, they've figured out that they should put it here, but it's thinner, so it kind of doesn't get in the way of anything. But it's just the upside down jigsaw is essentially what it is. You know, this just keeps it lined up and you can put a vacuum on it. But when you need it, it is the right tool to have. When you don't need it, it just takes up a lot of space. This has been very helpful. This is the newest addition to this. We got rid of the Porter cable because we just didn't use it much. And so
this one is better.
This one is better. I wanted this big, you know, we can do a lot. You use this a lot.
Yeah.
I know. The only thing that sucks about this one
trim my nails.
is that it's the cheap tool store version of it, so it doesn't have an auto brake, so it just sits there and spins until it gets tired and stops. This we use a lot. This is probably just going to get, this is the Craftsman. This is probably in the next year or so just going to get replaced with a newer version of it, just because I think I've had this for like 10 or 15 years and it's time to get a new one. Not that there's anything wrong with it, there are better ones.
We would love to have a CNC machine. Right now we fighting on space.
Yeah, so this table here that you see us use a lot is kind of an experiment to see how much room, like so we're like taking up this space on purpose. Because if we do get a CNC machine, it's not going to be a 4x8 CNC machine because there's just no space for one. But something that's like 48 by 24, like a quarter sheet, something like along those lines, probably going to be what we'll end up with. Just not this. It'll be fourth quarter before that happens. Just because, see, I got like a checking and a savings account, and like you need to
take like a 1 or 2 years to transfer. Yeah, oh totally. And goes through, so it's like two years. No, I mean, I think it's gonna be like next year.
No, it'll be this year. Oh, it'll definitely be this year, dude. You kidding me? It'll have to be this year. I just got to get through, tax season, and then we'll deal with it.
Yep. Yeah. We actually use the table to put the equipment. Like
Yeah,
you guys
actually,
always see.
it's been a really nice
Yeah.
addition. So,
With the parts, like
a lot of car parts go on it. It's actually become. We have two of them. So we have this one here. We have this one, and then we have the one up here, the original one we bought that has the drawers. So this is like when we do the live show, we were using this, and we bought this one to actually go where the foam is.
Yeah.
And so if the waiting room ever opens back up, that's where it'll go. But we've kind of left it back here just because we're like, well, we want to take that space up for something else. So if we can live without it, then we will. Build a sill box for an 18 is 3/4 inch MDF. Okay, 3/4 inch MDF would be okay as long as you do a lot of internal bracing. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? God. Our 18-inch box story is Paul ordered a box for somebody for an 18-inch scar, but it was like the giant scar, and it had like a MDF front panel that was like 3/4 of an inch. So you're definitely gonna need to double up the front baffle. So you're an inch and a half.
And there was no brace.
There was no brace. There was no nothing. So I was like,
just drop the speaker and.
yeah, I was like, dude, this thing's gonna snap in half.
Yeah.
And so at the time, we still had a couple sheets of MDF here, and we still had MDF blades for the tools.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't. I threw them all away just so we wouldn't be tempted. But yeah, so I spent like 2 days and our 15 minutes of extra time internally bracing it and putting a double front on it, sanding the carpet off.
You got to spend more time in that.
Yeah, when we got done with it, that thing was a monster. I could have just built a box. Yeah. But he was like, "Can't you just fix it?" I'm like,
no, do not make a bigger glow force. They make this is the plus.
Yeah, they make a Pro that has a pass-through.
Yeah, but it's the same size.
It's the same exact size, but you can like do half a sheet and then push it through, and then the other half a sheet and then the other half. If you were gonna spend that much money, I would just go up to like one of the other lasers. Bigger. The nice thing about the Glowforge is it's like super easy to use. The bad side about it is that it's small. But for what we do, it's perfect. Like, we don't need anything really big. Plywood would be better. Ballistic birch would be better than the MDF, they say.
Ballistic?
Yeah, they do like that. It would definitely be lighter. That's for sure.
Turkey. Turkey wood. I just like turkey.
Have time for turkey jerky? Go for 1 inch. Yeah. Now they do make, what's funny is I was showing you that picture the other day. They do make a desktop water jet now.
Yes.
Which is like, so it's about the size of the Glowforge, just it's 2 pieces, but it's made.
So much stuff.
That would be neat if we could switch to doing metal pieces.
Machine, have a water jet, have a metal CNC machine, and then this and then that. Oh yes,
definitely. I'd get the Gately box for the 18, but. Ooh. I get the Gately box for anything. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if you want a box, that guy makes some
beautiful boxes,
gorgeous boxes,
and
they sound great.
They sound really good.
Yeah. So I mean,
there he is.
There, who is?
Sebastian.
Oh, is that the kid? We're going to get a haircut. Oh, is it that time already? Oh,
yeah, man. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're gonna need these. Looks like time for a bigger install bay. If I was paying for this, yes, it would be time for a bigger install bay. But I'm an employee. Yeah, I'm an employee just like everyone else here. I'm able to get this. I might be able to get this in Canada soon, according to. Oh, hot damn. Yeah, I mean, slowly but surely, parts are becoming available. As soon as something becomes, it's one of those things. Like as soon as something becomes available, something gets discontinued. So. It really is kind of sad, but be nice, yes, to finally get it. Be nice to finally get one that actually works, though. That whole Bluetooth thing is really kind of annoying. But, oh well, what are you gonna do? 12 bay doors here. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, the headache. What happens to the green alien on the wall? It's funny you mentioned that. I was actually thinking about that the other night, and I don't know why. But what happened, okay, so for those who don't know, we used to have a Fusion Audio right here where the no smoking sign was, there was a green alien that was hanging from the wall. What's up, little man? God, you need a haircut. And we'd blow it up every couple months, and then we'd blow it up, and eventually I just got tired of blowing it up, and it just looked pitiful. So I think we ended up, did we just throw away the fusion alien?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did we just throw it away?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was a long time ago, but I couldn't remember if we had fun with it or if we just threw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of these days, we might be, I think at some point, if we ever go somewhere and they have them, we'll have to get another one.
Yeah.
Because, that was old school 5-star for sure.
Yes, that was the first one. Yeah.
There's the little voice.
Can you pop this?
You pop it.
Yeah, man, do it yourself, bro.
I can't look.
Try it.
There's no can't. There's do or do not. Oh, the fun it has. Should Haley come home or meet us there? Just have her meet us there.
Yeah.
How do I run 8-ohm car? How do I run 8-ohm car seat on a monoblock llama? That's a good question. I don't know, but I tell you right now, if you piss off the llama, he will spit in your face.
What about Debra?
I don't know, but I did see the llama spit in this little girl's face, and we caught that on the video.
Yeah, that's
I didn't like the chocolate.
You didn't like the chocolate? What chocolate?
Remember you gave him a chocolate.
Oh, don't worry, we don't have any more. I wouldn't give you any of my chocolate. That hair? Jesus.
Yeah.
Is he gonna get a sick fade?
Of course.
Yeah. We'll go with yes. All right. Don't they look the same? And they're about the same height. I mean, there's only 10 inches different there.
That's it.
Hey, from San Diego. Is Haley going to Bad Bunny concert?
Dude, don't start with that, bro.
I can tell you right now, no, Haley would not go to Bad Bunny. She's not a Bad Bunny fan. She actually listens to more country music. But
dude, you gotta start working 5 years before you start.
That's like a Disney trip.
I need
Yes,
somebody
man.
to help me.
That's insane tickets, man. That's not even funny. $2,000 for a ticket?
There isn't anybody in this world that I want to see for that amount of money.
Oh.
Nobody.
Do it.
Hang on.
Nobody.
Dude, I have to sell my kidney.
You guys are cool though, just playing around. Oh no, hey, it's all good. I knew you were. I mean, yeah. Don't play with it here, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin it here. I might keep it. He just spotted the tool set that we showed you guys earlier.
Tape off.
Okay.
So he's like, "Can I play with it?" No, you can't play with it.
Yeah. Put it over here. Yeah.
Oh wow, he paid $500 for Pari.
Yeah, Coaxial.
That guy.
Yeah.
That was
That's
way too much.
unboxing.
Hey, listen, man. I went and saw Kiss. The band of bands, the best band of all time, and that was the best show money could buy. And if you don't think it was, Van Halen. Okay.
No.
Yeah, but he's dead. I would have. Okay. When I saw Kiss, I think the tickets cost us. I think I paid $300-400 for 2 tickets.
All right, so
Which is perfectly fine.
$400, perfectly fine.
Yes.
But right now, I checked the tickets and everything, and you pay $500 all the way to the top.
You mean $1,500?
Well, I mean, you want $1,500 is in the metal level, and they're like,
Okay.
dude, come on, man.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Just.
Ooh,
the
doing
brother up.
doing 6 Sundown SA12s on a Sundown AK right now. Focal K2 component. Oh, and K2s. I would like to hear that. Hopefully you're doing a DSP because I feel you definitely want a DSP for that. But I think you could do 2 settings with that. I think you could do crazy stupid, and then you could do really nice everyday non-ear fatiguing system for sure. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
I would have seen Rush live. And there's a lot of people that would have. Rush was the band of bands. That's why we went and saw Kiss, because we knew it was the last tour, and I never. Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
It's a zipper, man. Just pull
No.
it straight down.
It's the compressor, man.
Compressor's not on, man. We don't run that anymore. We get yelled at for that. But that's why we went and saw Kiss, and that was cool. Van Halen I would like to see him, but I still don't think I'd pay $1,500 to see him. How hard? Oh, hold on. How hard is it to put new radios in the 2018 Ram F350 or 3500? It says you have to cut the dash. So the new Ram 3500, the only hard part about that is the backup camera, because you can't retain it, because if it has the HD cam, you're out of luck on that. What they're talking about as far as the cut goes, if you have a normal depth radio, meaning you got like a CD DVD player, you didn't get one of the short chassis ones, behind the factory radio is a metal bracket that holds the air conditioning vents and a plastic piece that holds that. Oh, he's calling you again. I don't know, he's having a hard time. You have to cut that metal bracket. So you do need something to cut the metal. Now, what we use to cut the metal, if you've never noticed, is one of these tools right here. This guy with a bimetal cutting blade on it. This is, of course, the cordless one, but you can pick up the cheap tool store version of this for like $30. Get that blade. Those, this is the Dremel blade because they make the best blades for this apparently. And this will cut it like butter, but this is what you use to do that. And that's it. That's the hardest part. But if you get something that's a short chassis radio, like a Kenwood 706 or 7706 or any one of the Pioneers or the Alpine radio, the ILX W650, you don't have to do anything. It just goes right in. Is a Bandpass box better than a regular ported enclosure? Depends what you consider better, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need both my hands for this.
Why?
Because I have to explain the difference between. Okay, so you ready? Okay, sound. Think of sound as a bubble. All right, so it's a balloon. It has height and it has width. Okay, but it's a balloon. So if you look at a sealed box is going to be average height, average width. A ported box, you squeeze the balloon, and what happens when you squeeze the balloon? It's going to grow this way. So this is your volume. This is your frequency range, and this is your volume. So sealed boxes, good frequency range, okay volume. Ported boxes, less frequency range, bigger volume. Bandpass enclosures, you squeeze it any further, even more limited frequency range, but lots of volume in that frequency range. Okay, and that's what the port's for, is tuning where the peak happens. But that's what you have. So which one is better? It just depends on what type of music you're going to be playing, and what you're looking for. I mean, if you got like small drivers, like small woofers, like a 10, and you want it to just like go ape in the trunk, Bandpass enclosure is going to do that, man. You could also build Bandpass enclosures for some of the shallow mount drivers, so you can build like this stupid cube of bass with a shallow mount 10 in the center, and just be like, everyone be like, whoa, what is that? And be like, nothing, bro, nothing to see here. So
yeah, that sounds crazy.
Actually, a genius explanation. I've never thought of it. That's what happens when you have 30 years of talking to people and trying to explain these things. But yeah. Good afternoon. Hope your week is good. I'm 2 weeks in on a 2020 Audi RS8. All I can say is pop-up tweeters kicked my butt. Man, God love you. Oh, man. Make sure you post some pictures and tag me. I would love to see what it looks like. I'd love to see it. I'm a big fan of that car. I don't want to work on one, but I'm a big fan. I have no idea what. Oh, Susan is replaying to somebody. So Jeff Landsaw, she's talking to you. When using a line driver, or will you pass through have high output? When using a line driver, okay, hold on. I didn't see the first part of your question. Will you guys work on lifted trucks that won't fit in your install bay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have. We've the problem is this. We have one day then to work on your car. So we're limited on what we can do because we only have one day to work on your car. Your truck actually has to be really, really tall in order for us not to be able to work on it.
Yeah.
There has been maybe one or two ever.
Yeah.
So, because the door is actually really tall. It just doesn't...
I mean, it's been a few times, you know, but hey.
More of just because it's a pain. Yeah. Actually, it's the wider ones.
Sometimes it's because the wider of the tires, and it's like, you can't. But,
yeah. I missed, Vince, I missed the first part of your question. What version of Morels do you run in your vehicle? Right now, you have the hybrids.
The hybrids, yeah, 603s.
I have Elates that at some point in this future, 2021, will be in my car. I actually have two different sets of Elates.
Come on, guys, just cross your fingers so this don't happen.
But yeah, so they're going in.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, while you were gone, the other thing I did too is break out the Prima.
Oh, okay.
I set it up on the bench just to see what it was going to look like and figure out the harnesses.
Why do you break it? That was not broke.
I didn't break anything.
Oh, okay.
I just set it up on the bench so I could figure out what I needed to do to get it in the car.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. Willing to learn how to build sub boxes, but not trying to waste your time here. Any good recommendations for instructions or information resources specifically to sub boxes? Term Lab Pro, Speaker Cookbook is a book you can buy if you really want to like get really deep into speakers, how they're built, speaker and subwoofer enclosures, and then there's a free Google free subwoofer enclosure design software. I can't think of what it's called right now. I'm sure one of you guys could chime in and tell us, because I know one of you guys knows exactly what it is, and I always forget the name because I just don't think about it. The other thing too you can do is call your person you're buying. So for example, call whoever makes the speaker. Most of the good companies are going to already be paying for Term Lab Pro, and they'll be able to help you design the subwoofer enclosure. And also, if you want like a blueprint for one, like you're like, I can build it, I just need help. Mark at Car Audio Fabricator, one of the services he provides is he will build you, or you can pay him, and he'll send you blueprints for your enclosure. But there is free box building software. Why can't I think of the name of it? Hey guys, what's up? Hey there. Will the pass-through have high voltage? Will the pass-through have high voltage? I don't know which device we're talking about. But pass-through on most devices don't have high voltage. So like if you're using like a line driver, pass-through typically means that you're skipping the line driver portion of it. 2 8s, 10s, or a single 12. 2 8s, 2 10s, or a single 12.
For me, that would be 2 8.
I would do 2 10s, or I would do a single Super 12. I like 12s, so...
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I could see 2 10s, really nice 10s, but, I mean, I'm going to do 112 in my car, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I mean, I have 112 to use, but...
What 12s? What 10s?
But I guess you can't work on my dually. Dualies do not fit. No, that it's the width. The dualies don't fit.
We put one dually here, one day.
Yes.
Just one time.
Yeah, if it's factory, it'll fit. But as soon as you widen the tires out an inch, it won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I run Elate Carbons. I have a set of those. They're spectacular.
Yes, you do, buddy.
Oh, that's Christian.
Yes, you do.
Whatever, Christian. You're special. Just kidding. Just put the stock tires on for... Yeah, there you go. Just put the stock tires on. Oh, God. What's up?
What's up?
Sun Sounds. CA. Sun Sounds CA.
Sun Sounds California.
A lot of S's.
No?
Hey, I had a question. How can I wire 6 speakers with two 4-channel amps? I have an O2 Grand Caravan handicap van, and I have kicker CA 6x9s on the back. I have 6x9 KA bobs the door. Okay, wait a minute. How can I wire 6 speakers with... I'm hoping he means just like... I don't think he means 2 4-channel amps or just a 4-channel amp. I don't know. Here's the thing: when it comes to putting amplifiers or speakers on amplifiers, most 4-channel amplifiers will do 2 ohm stereo. Most speakers are 4 ohm. That means that you can put 4 6x9s on 2 channels, because that would be a 2 ohm load. They would run that. So if you have, let's say, 2 sets of 6x9s and a set of 3.5s, as much as you'd want to run the 6x9s and get the most power to them, if you're trying to cross them over properly and they're like 2 sets of coaxials, I would probably run all 4 6x9 coaxials on 2 channels and then run my 3.5s on the other channels, just so I have some control. Now, if you're trying to put 2 4-channel amplifiers on 6 speakers, then it just comes down to bridging amplifiers together to get the channels you need.
Yeah.
Crazy thoughts. Anyways, hey guys, that's it for today. We're gonna head out of here. We got stuff to do, and it's Friday.
Yes,
Tomorrow is
it's my
Jeff Smith
Friday.
Day. So tomorrow's Jeff Smith. Thursday is the gang is all on Kicker. Thursday
Monday
is Mark.
is-
Tuesday or
that's a lot.
Wednesday is Vega and Hi-Fi of Soundman. It's a long week, guys. Go back to the beginning of the show and check out what's going on. He's gonna go to his haircut. I'm gonna go have some Hooters with the fam. You guys have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.